Good evening, Vinayak. Sorry for being late. We will start now. Vinayak, this is your second mock
Yes, sir.
interview with me. Now, can you tell us what do you think will be your job role as a chartered accountant in Federal Bank? What you may be first tell me what is the normal job role of a probationary officer. Then tell also what extra activities that can be expected of from chartered accountant.
So, as far as my knowledge is concerned, probationary officer is responsible for maintaining relationship with clients and overseeing the day-to-day operations of the bank and managing the day-to-day operation of banks and as a CA, I think I'll get the responsibility of in credit department, in taxation department, in financial reporting department, or in vigilance department.
Mhm. Good. Now, can you tell us about the position of GST in our country now? When was it started? What are the rates? What are the returns to be submitted? And what is the experience you have relating to GST?
Sure, sir. So GST was introduced in our country on 1st of July 2017. There are total three types of GST, IGST, which is levied by the central government on interstate supplies, CGST, which is levied by central government on intra-state supplies, and SGST, which is levied by state government on intrastate supplies. And there are basically two returns every month for the businesses under GST, which is GSTR 1 and GSTR 3B. And during my articleship, I have experience of filing of GSTR 1 and 3B and reconciling the balances of the businesses with respect to GSTR 2A.
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
But
This was my
what are
experience.
the GST rates?
So GST rates vary
What are the different slabs? Vinayak, your internet is not
GST
all right.
or
Vinayak, I think your internet is not working properly. Why don't you go out and sit in the balcony so that the signal is good?
so
You
give
want,
me 1 minute.
yeah,
I should change the connection.
yeah, yeah. You are now staying in which place? Noida, correct? Vinayak, you are now in Noida or where? Where are you?
So I am in Agra, which is 200 kilometers far away from Noida.
अच्छा अच्छा ठीक है कोई बात नहीं no problem. Yeah. So what are the different slab rates in GST?
So different slab rates in GST. So I think the slab rate concept is in Income Tax Act. In GST we
Not
have
not no no not that way. I was asking 0%, 5%, 12%, 18%,
okay.
28%.
Yeah.
That is the
Sure.
basic thing.
Okay, sir.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Now, did you go through the balance sheet of Federal Bank?
Yes, sir.
Now, please give your comments based on 30th June 2024 figures. Please analyze the figures as on 30th June.
Uh, I analyzed the balance sheet of Federal Bank and noticed that the net interest margin for the quarter 1 is 3.15%, and the net interest margin for previous quarter was 3.22%. I think, sir, the slight decline in the net interest margin maybe due to the funding exposure and rising interest, rising cost of deposit and declining of interest income. So should bank should focus more on high yielding loans and promote low cost uh, current account and savings account to increase their
So
net
what is
interest margin.
what is the advantage of promoting more low cost current accounts?
So that they can procure deposits at a low cost and lend at higher yield. So that will create income for the bank.
Hmm. Uh, yeah, that's right. Now, can you please tell us something about balance sheet analysis? What is balance sheet analysis? In what way this is useful for banks?
So balance sheet analysis means to inquire about financial health of a businesses, like what assets they hold, what liabilities they own, and what are the current assets, what are their current assets, what are their income, what are their cash flows. So balance sheet by the by doing balance sheet analysis, bank can bank can know that whether the person will be able to repay their loan or not in the future.
Can you tell me some important ratios which bankers are looking into?
So bankers generally look into liquidity ratios, which is current asset and quick ratio, and solvency ratio, which is debt service coverage ratio, and interest coverage ratios.
Yeah. Can you explain?
So, so current by current asset ratio, we can see we can see the liquidity of the borrower. It is calculated by dividing current assets divided by current liability and with the help of quick ratio. Quick ratio is quick ratio we exclude inventory because it takes time to convert into cash. So we take only cash, only that part of the current asset which is readily available in cash. So by this, quick ratio helps to judge the liquidity more better in a more better way. And for solvency ratios, we see interest coverage ratio, which is calculated by dividing EBIT divided by total interest expense to see the capacity of the see the capacity of earning capacity of the borrower to serve the interest. And with the help of debt service coverage ratio, we can judge the ability of the borrower to service the principal amount plus interest amount both.
Good. Very good. Now, yeah, please tell me what do you understand by priority sector advances? What are the sectors included in priority sector?
So the priority sector advances are those areas which government focuses more to develop the country. There are total eight priority sectors decided by the government. Like first is MSME, second is agriculture, third is education by providing education loans, and fourth is export, fifth is like
Hmm.
fifth is social infrastructure development, and yes, I
Renewable
can
energy, did you,
r-
renewable energy,
r-
did you tell?
yes sir,
You
renewable
told
energy.
renewable energy,
No
housing,
sir,
exports, housing, exports, then s-
MSME.
small loans, micro loans, SHG, and other loans. MSME, you told already. Please
Okay,
study about that in detail because they will expect you to know about this one. That is
sure sir,
priority sector advances. Yeah.
sure sir.
And agriculture, did you tell?
Yes sir.
Oh, good. What do you mean by agriculture, indirect agriculture advances?
So I don't have knowledge in this, but can I guess this?
Yeah,
So I think the indirect agriculture advances, like agriculture advances can be for growing crops to the farmers, and indirect means like investing in other equipments.
not
Like
equipments. Indirect agriculture will mean, say, um, poultry, then piggery,
okay,
uh, say fishing, and then what is that? Cattle. That is cow, buffalo, then goats. All these things will come under the say
And
uh, indirect or ancillary agriculture. Ancillary agriculture. Good, good. Now, how will you get me say uh, the analysis of balance sheet? You told about this. Now, please tell me what are the various components of a liability side of a balance sheet of a bank?
so liability side of a balance sheet of a bank. So like there will be deposits which they have taken from the customers that will be included in their liability because they have to repay them. And on liability side there can be money which is borrowed from RBI and borrowed from other bank.
Continue, quick, quick.
uh,
Both
and
liability asset side में क्या क्या मिलेगा?
so at asset side, there will be loans and advances which bank offers to the customer, and the investment bank has made in the shares of other company, and the mutual fund bank holds, and the money deposited with RBI in form of cash reserve ratio. So yeah, these are the things which we can see in balance sheet of bank.
How is it you have forgotten very important things? Fixed assets, that is
Uh,
land, building, machinery, and vehicles will come under fixed
yes.
assets. Then under asset side, we will also have intangible assets like certain goodwill, patents, if at all, if it is there. Then under the liability side, the capital will appear, the profit and the reserves will also appear under liability side, and materialized contingent liabilities will appear under the liability side of the balance sheet. Normally, contingent liability is shown in which part of balance sheet? This is a
So
favorite question.
so in
Favorite question of
footnotes.
yeah, it is given in the notes only. Now, please tell something about depreciation.
So
What is depreciation? Hmm.
depreciation is wear and tear charged to plant and machinery by when we use them daily in our business. So it is charged on basis of a percentage on their cost.
Hmm. Hmm.
And there are two methods of charging depreciation. One is straight line method and second is WDV method, reducing balance method.
Hmm. Correct. Good, good, good. That is correct. Why depreciation is charged by companies?
Uh, so because the value of equipments and fixed asset depreciate over the period of time because we use them daily in our business. So to show that effect in their profit and loss, they charge depreciation.
Good. This answer is correct. Now, you know the provision of NPA. Yesterday, you told me what is NPA. Now, can you tell me the classification of NPA? First
So the
account
class,
is where repayments are being made properly and interest is received properly. The assets are called as what? They
so
are
they
called
are called
as
standard assets.
correct. What is the classification of NPAs?
So the classification of NPAs are substandard asset, doubtful asset, loss assets.
Correct. Good. Under loss assets, what is the provision the bank will have to make?
So under loss asset, bank has to make 100% provision of the amount.
Very good. Now, can you tell me what is GNPA percentage and NNPA percentage as given in the figures of our Federal Bank? What is it? And explain what is the concept.
So the concept of GNPA is like percentage of gross NPA with respect to total NPA, and concept of NNP, net NP, NNPA means total of net non-performing assets divided by. Uh,
You are doing a mistake. Gross
okay.
NPA means gross NPA figure divided by total advances, not
Yes, sir.
total NPA. Total advances into 100. Similarly, net NPA means net NPA figure divided by total advances of the bank into 100. What is the figure for our bank as on 30th June?
So it's 2.11% gross NPA and 0.60% net NPA.
Good, very good. Do you know capital risk weighted asset ratio? It is how much is expected of private sector banks by RBI.
So
This is
it is
coming
nine.
under which committee recommendations?
So it's 9% minimum requirement by RBI, and it comes under Basel III norms.
Norms. Very good. That's correct. Excellent. Now, can you tell me who is the MSME minister, union minister?
So it's Shri Jitan Ram Manji.
Good. Who is our finance minister?
So it's Shrimati Nirmala Sitaraman.
Good. You are from Uttar Pradesh. What
Yes, sir.
are the recent happenings in Uttar Pradesh which can be covered under current affairs?
So recent happening in Uttar Pradesh.
थोड़ा ये क्वेश्चन के लिए आप प्रिपेयर कर दीजिए फॉर
Yes,
करंट
sir.
अफेयर्स इन स्टेट करंट अफेयर्स इन कंट्री करंट अफेयर्स इन दी वर्ल्ड एज अ होल हु इज द प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ अवर इसराइल
The president of Israel is
प्रेसिडेंट और प्राइम
Be-
मिनिस्टर आई डोंट नो
sir. I think Benjamin Neta. Sir,
नेतान
I
याहू नेतान याहू
Netanyahu. Yes, sir.
या वेरी गुड सो हु इज द person in charge in Bangladesh now?
So it's their army head. I don't remember his name.
Oh, Baba, it's very important person. That is, his name is Mr.
Ma'am.
Muhammad Yunus.
Okay, sir.
The person in charge of Bangladesh now is Muhammad Yunus, and he is the person who initiated the concept of micro lending way back in 1980s. And for that, he was given Nobel Prize. And uh, somehow this Eunice and the previous prime minister, they were not in talking terms. They were always fighting with each other, and she has fled that country. She is now under asylum in our country, India. Understand?
Yes, sir. I'll read
Good.
about that.
Yeah. Can you please tell me what is the difference between a demat account and a savings account?
Sir, demat account is required to hold the dematerialized securities in shares in form of in dematerialized form, and saving accounts is used for holding the savings of a person in the bank.
Correct. Very good. Can you expand NPCI,
So NPCI, it's so I don't know its full form.
National
It's
Payment
National
Corporation
Payment.
of India?
Okay.
National Payment Corporation of India. What are they doing? You have any idea? As a chartered accountant, you must be knowing it. National
So
Payment Corporation of India are the people who are giving us this UPI, RuPay, and all these things. Please go to npci.org.in and study about that also.
sure, sir.
Very good. Best wishes. Thank you so much. Acha, acha. Now, last question for you. What is the share price of our bank as on date?
So it's around 190 rupees.
Yeah, 187. Doesn't matter.
Mm.
Now, what is the BSC in Sensex as of now?
So I don't remember. I have to check that.
81,156, something like that. Before going, I have posted a video yesterday, live video, where I have told you what are the things one has to prepare before going for the interview. This is one of the important things in that. Apart from this, you must know about the what is the present repo rate.
So the present repo rate is 6.50.
Correct. But if you tell like this, they won't give you good marks because you are not sure about the figure.
Yes, sir.
The voice should indicate your confidence over this answer. 6.50
Sure,
is
sir.
100% correct, but you said 6.5.
So
So
actually,
you are not sure about it.
I
So,
forgot that, sir.
yeah. Now, please tell me what is the present CRR rate?
So CRR rate is, so I forgot that SLR rate is 18% and CRR rate is,
4.5% of NDTL, Mr. Chartered Accountant. थोड़ा ये सबको रिवाइज कर दीजिए. Go through the questions asked for the previous chartered accountant who has been selected. Accordingly, prepare for all those questions. I could not go
sure, sir.
into them now. Please prepare. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Best wishes. You have done well, but I don't know why. Somehow, compared to the first performance, this is slightly lower in my view. Maybe I don't know how you feel about your performance.
Yes, yes, sir.
First time you were very confident. You were answering almost all the questions very correctly. But today, because of the confusion, probably you were not able to tell. Doesn't matter. Don't worry. Best wishes. I think you were present yesterday for your class and also for listening to the interview of other candidates also. By
Yes, sir.
now, you must have formed an opinion what type of questions will be asked. It depends on the answer you are giving. They will take the question from your answer.
Yes, sir.
Understand? Best
Yes, sir.
wishes. You did well. I wish you should get much more easier questions. You were struggling only in the GST. So please be ready about GST, income tax, excise duty. I don't know what are the other things related to your field. ये सबको prepare कर दीजिए. And
Sure, sir.
what is the GST rate for banking services, insurance services? This type of simple questions they will ask.
Sure, sir.
18%. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. 18%.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye
you so
bye.